Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight plan. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it, run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Baddest snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the runs. Run it back when I told the run. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, what's your bag? You think I want it cream, but I like it black. My body act, and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it, I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that. Told her might be right back. Oh yes, like that. I told her might be right back.
Run it back, told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back, told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the trunk with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. St. Brown in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BG. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific in a win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That's returnable now for Smith. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On play action, Fields. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Nick Chubb. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Tremont Smith. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Cook again. And now off to the races, down the right side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Titans. It's his 9th rushing touchdown on the year and 11th overall. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. The lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Inside the 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with the pick 6.
Has absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Palmer going in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Riley Moss takes him down defensively. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got a Bengals 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Wilson. steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 27, Bengals 6.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Here's Smith to return it. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Moore, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to run now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Easy. Hey, Ken.
Fields now to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Stephen Weatherly drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And Chubb try the middle here. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 9. Wilson. They set up the screen to Chubb. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Defense can't stop you.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Fields. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action, Fields. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2nd and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 1 second left in the half. On is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Cook. There he goes, right side. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 37-yard line. 159 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now Chubb running right. And able to use his blockers to get this up over to 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now it's Wilson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was, that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. The pass taken in by Mayer. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Chubb on the read option. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 165 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, Wilson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving, keep grinding clock.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 6.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And good for 22 and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Powering his way forward, and they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. Drops it off for Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first